Belize, and we can't even see beyond 5 years. Because this is my constituency and I want to be elected for the next 5 years. And when I become elected, the system, because it is corrupted, it facilitates this fleecing. And as long as my folks is taken care of, I'm okay. Even though the house next door might be on fire. But what happens when the house next door is on fire and you ignore it? Right?
Eventually it will end up in yours.
Charity begins at home and then spreads abroad. We need to organize. You can't do nothing without organization. Therefore, our young people, if they do not see an organization that represent a future for them, they should organize and start their own movement. And to some degree, we see that already. The so-called gangs or street organizations. It's very quick for us to dismiss that. Why? Because they are functioning on a primitive level. But the concept of organization is already there. Their consciousness has to be risen. And with that same organizational skill, with a conscious elevation of self and kind, can take them to the next level. You see how I can look at that and not only see negativity?
Very much so. That you see resource when you see even the gang, so-called gang, that's human resource that is.
It is a level of organization. What am I saying?
And if you don't organize people, they're going to organize themselves.
That's correct.
Yes.
So how do you take that and give them a sense of direction where that consciousness can be elevated to another level, where it does not turn into self-destruction?
Which it has so far.
That's correct. And that is because none of the people who are accusing them or attacking them or attempting to address that issue, they're not approaching it from here. Some may, and I'm sure some are, but in the largest scale of things, that's not what is being done. A lot of people is doing it out of self-interest, out of political consideration,
Out of hustle.
The police cannot solve that problem. We have a law and justice system that is totally obliterated. And when you do not have law and justice, people will take the law into their own hands.
And you end up in a failed state.
That's correct. So we don't have law and justice. We don't have a criminal justice system that is functional. How can you have a minister of housing with the condition that people are living in Belize City? How can you dare claim to be a minister of housing?
Living in squalor.
How can you dare claim to be a minister of justice, of the criminal justice system, with what is happening in Belize? How can you even get up and make such a claim? So my brother, the young people must organize themselves if they cannot find an organization that represents a future. And if there is organizations in existence that represent a future, they can join that organization. But you cannot get nothing done unless we are organized as a people. That includes the diaspora, and that includes those that are at home. There is no other way. Some of our senior people, our old people, you will need to step aside. You cannot become a stumbling block for the progress of our people because you are too coward of addressing the real issue. I'm being real, beloved.
I hear you, brother, and you look into that camera right there and you repeat that very one statement that you made, talking to those who are in the way.
That's correct. I'm saying that some of our old people, and this is not a disrespect, this is saying that if you are too frightened, if you are too coward to challenge what needs to be challenged, you need to get out of the way. These are the words of Maurice Bishop. If you are too frightened and too coward to take our people where we need to go, you need to get out of the way and let somebody else and others who have that conviction to take up that responsibility to help to organize our people and to carry on this work.
This is Belizean Legends. I am Bilal Morris, and we were speaking with Nuri Akbar, former chairman of the grassroots organization in Los Angeles called BREDAA, and he was also a long-time activist in the Los Angeles Belizean community from 1985 to present. We want to thank you, my brother Nuri Akbar, for coming in and sharing these very crucial, critical, important issues confronting the nation state of Belize today. For that we appreciate you, and I want to thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.